What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Garage Talks 5417 podcast. I'm your host, Desmond Reynolds, aka the Peacekeeper. And I'm sitting here today with another great guest on this episode, a great man right here from San Diego, California. Some of his goals right now is to build a dream house he wants from the ground up, which he already has. He's traveling the globe as we speak at times and be the hardest rapper out of his own city and speaking life into the youth. Ooh, that part right there. When it's all said and done, God gonna open up them gates for him is the ultimate goal.
That's
I love
the
that.
ultimate goal.
Bari Bandz.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
It's good to have you, man. Got you finally on
Man,
Garage
finally.
Talks.
Right.
How
Yeah.
you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate you having me.
Of course.
For sure. You know, we've been talking about having this and being overdue, so I'm excited to be on here, man. Excited.
Man, I mean, we shot our walk and talk like 2 months ago.
It was still cold outside. There was no leaves on the tree.
Right, mate. But we here now. God's time is perfect.
It's always perfect timing.
We good. Well, I mean, man, I got a lot of stuff on the tablet today, so we got a lot of conversation to
Hopefully
have.
we impact everybody, right?
That's the goal,
That's
right?
the goal. Yes, sir.
We operate with heart, so that's what it is, man. Well, let's start out with some cool things. You was in Phoenix recently, back in April.
Yeah.
Had a show out there.
Yeah.
How was it?
It went well, man. It went well. You know, like I said, shout out to Phoenix, Arizona, man. I love Arizona. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely, if I don't move out there, I'm definitely gonna have a house out there. That's definitely my second home.
For sure.
So the show went really well. Shout out to Dirt Squad. Shout out to Justice. Shout out to DJ Johnny Blaze. Shout out to DJ Highs. You know, shout out to all of them for showing me love. It's really love there.
I need to get out to AZ. I've always wanted to visit. I ain't ever been out there.
Man.
Am I missing out?
Definitely, man.
Okay.
Definitely. I mean, besides that heat,
Right.
you know, but when you go out there, like, you know, in the fall and, you know, wintertime, it's definitely perfect weather. Spring, perfect weather.
Okay.
Summertime, I mean, if you really like heat,
Right.
you know, that's probably the time you might want to avoid it. For sure.
Yeah, I hear it get
gets
crazy.
hot out there.
110,
It gets hot out there.
115.
Yeah, man, 110.
Sheesh.
That's on the regular.
On the
That's
red.
like 120.
Man, my cousin just moved out there a
You
year
can
ago.
boil an egg out there.
That's what I heard,
Yeah,
B.
it's really real. Really.
Sheesh,
Really
man.
real. Really real.
I
Have you ever heard of they be having it's called dust warning. Have you ever heard of that?
Never heard of it.
Where they
What's
just
that?
got like the wind just blows a whole bunch of dust. So you got to remember Arizona's in the desert.
Right.
So they have these every now and then, like twice a year during the summertime when they got this massive dust that blows.
Right.
Like cars got to pull over, everything. Like my partner, shout out to my boy Nick. He's out there, Nick Williams. That's one of my Sandlot homies. And when I mean by Sandlot, I grew up with him since A1 since day one. You know what I mean? Before they had glass backboard.
Man.
So
Reference to the movie I'm taking?
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
He's been living out there for about 6 years, and he showed me some videos. I was like, damn. He said, yeah, cars that's on the freeway or on the road, they got to slow down and stop because they can't drive through it.
Can't even see.
Yeah.
Dang.
Dust storm.
I hope they get days off of work, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Man, that's wild, man. Yeah, I need to get out there, B. My cousin's out there. I got no excuse. I need to just get a
bro.
flight.
You definitely missing out for sure.
We might be snowbirds, man, eventually. Like, you know, Oregon nice out here. and then,
No, I'm loving it right now. Definitely in the fall.
But the
Oregon's where it's at.
Right, but winter, I'm like, man, the ice storms and stuff is crazy.
Well, you know, I'm from San Diego, so the rain, I definitely like the rain. With that snowstorm and all that, I ain't really all for that. But that rain,
100.
I like all 4 seasons.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel that. Makes
San
you
Diego,
appreciate
you don't
them.
get all 4 seasons. It's hot all 4 years.
It's just hot all the time. Sheesh, man.
I mean, you
that's
might
tough.
get a little rain, you know, but it's definitely hot all 4 seasons.
See, that's one thing for me. Like, they say everything in moderation, right? So,
Yeah.
like with Oregon, you literally get all 4 seasons.
I love it out here.
So when summer come out, it's like, oh, bet everyone's just rejoicing. Where Cali people are like, oh, it's the sun again.
it's just regular.
Right.
Sure.
So it's
Yeah.
that is key for that.
Yeah.
B, you took a trip recently.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Colombia, Catiana, Colombia.
Okay, first time stamp in the book.
Yeah, second time.
Second time, bet.
I mean, I'm from San Diego City by the border.
Right.
So, you get your stamp on that one. But, I mean, that don't really count. That's like, got your feet wet.
Right.
Put your little foot in the water, just see if it's wet in the shallow end.
Straight up.
Yeah.
How was Colombia? You had some dope pics out there. How'd that
It was
go?
cool, man. It was definitely, it was a good environment. It was cool. Third world country. So it's, a little poor, but it was definitely humbling. It was definitely a blessing. I was right there by the water. Weather was humid. Walked a lot. But it was good history that I learned. It definitely humbled me and let me know, like, you know what? In our world, in America, it's not so bad. You know what I'm saying? Damn. So, like I said, it was a good experience because me and my cousin, like I said, we come from Section 8 and being able to be older and being able to travel the world. And this was our first time doing it together. Was definitely a great experience.
Open up that pineal gland a little bit. Right.
I'm a workaholic. So
straight up,
I was able to let my hair down and relax and enjoy the time that I was there for sure. It was definitely good. It was a blessing for sure.
Hey man, how important was that to just chill for a sec? Did it hit you to just say, dang, I needed just a little break to just chill?
Definitely. That was the reason why I did it.
Gotcha.
At first I told my cousin I didn't want to do it when he told me because it was last minute. He's always last minute.
Right.
But I am too, I guess. I get that from him. But
I need to sometimes.
It was last minute kind of thing. And I told him no at first. I was like, nah, I don't know. He was like, cuzzo, like, why are you saying no? Like, bro, this is things that we've been talking about since we were younger.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? And you definitely got the funds. And what are you working hard for if you're not going to enjoy the money that you have and enjoy life with it?
That part.
When he said that, I was like, damn, you know what? Like, ever since we had that conversation, I started kind of like looking at life a little bit different because, sometimes we get caught up in life and you know how America, social media really makes you feel like you got to really chase that bag.
Straight up.
Which we do, but
we do.
You got to enjoy it while you're doing it.
You got to.
Enjoy it while you do it.
And I feel that 100. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, man. Like they say, stop and smell the roses, right?
Yeah, you got to slow down. You know what I mean? Sometimes just slow down, smell the roses, and just look at where you at. Because, we want to go. We talk about we want to be here. We want to do this. We want to do that. And then when you reach it, you don't even, give thanks, show gratitude. You know what I mean? That you got it.
Right.
And then move on from there. So, where I'm at, the stage of where I'm at right now is I'm showing gratitude to a lot of things that I've, worked hard and prayed for.
You accomplished.
Yeah.
That word right there, you accomplished.
Yeah, accomplished.
A lot of people can't use that word. And, it's tough because, like,
80% of the people where I'm from ain't never traveled out the country.
That part.
They either felons or can't even, just don't got the funds for it or just don't even got the mental capacity to want to even try to leave or scared to leave home.
Okay.
So scared to even leave home to go somewhere like even in the United States.
Man.
So, yeah.
See, that's wild. That's how it is around here. Like we in Springfield right now and to get out, like I went to Jamaica last year.
Yeah.
And bruh.
That's my next. Yeah, I got it for sure. Thailand is my next one, but Jamaica for sure.
Jamaica for sure. We try to do that together.
How you like it out there?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Yeah. But to just see how hard people work out there with what little they have.
Yeah.
Dude. Hit
make you not want to complain no more.
Not complain no more, man. Yeah. And that's what things like that fuels me for like garage talks, right? Because you come out and you're like, yo, I gotta grind, man. Yeah, this dude over here grinding, he the same age as me, doing this and this is crazy, man. Yeah. But to get out and see the world, what was the biggest thing you appreciated when you were traveling? Like when you got out there, what's the one thing you was like, wow, I am grateful right now.
Like I told you, man, just being with my cousin. My cousin's like, I had my father, he's like my big brother. He's my cousin.
Okay.
But he's like my big brother.
Okay.
He's always like, just growing up and.
Are you an only child?
Nah, I have an older sister that passed away. And then I got a younger sister. So basically,
for sure.
Just having an older brother that I always wished I had. He definitely played that role and just being around him. Like I just love being around him.
Right.
His energy, he's a little bit more rough around the edges, a little deeper in the streets, but he's definitely smart. Like you know what I mean?
Straight up.
He's definitely always been a trial and error and always told me like, bro, if you choose this route, never judge me, always believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. He's always told me like, if you do this, if you choose this route, there's always consequences. So you always got to be stand on business, show good character, and always show love.
Show love.
You know what I
That
mean?
part right
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
It's crazy. It's so wild. I'm smiling because I had the same combo with my little cousin. He 2 years older or younger than me, excuse me.
Yeah. I'm 2 years younger than him.
2 years younger than him.
It's his birthday today.
That's wild.
Shout out to Black Fall. Happy birthday,
Yo,
cousin.
happy
Love
birthday.
you,
Happy birthday, Black. Same thing with my cousin. We booked a trip this summer. I said, bruh, it's lined up. You ain't been out. Shout out to Derek Lang. Happy birthday to you back in April. I said, let's do this, man. Let's get that book stamp because he got the book. He got a good job.
Yeah, I got both too.
You know,
card and book stamp.
See, so I was like, let's go. So we going next month, man.
Yeah,
I'm hyped,
right on,
man.
bro.
I'm hyped.
Right on.
Man, jumping from that though, I got a question for you, man. I got a fun
happening?
question on here. This is something I've been wanting to ask you. Can OGs, so I'm talking about someone that's older than us, give bad advice or be a hater?
Oh man, come on, man.
Let's talk about that, B.
Question.
OGs, I'm talking someone older than you.
Yeah, OGs right now that just
Talk to me.
Just, and I try not to say it's bad advice. I just try to say that they don't understand.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Even if they hate, they don't understand. You know what I mean? Like they got it. They reached a certain level of education. Wanted to reach a certain level of giving herself enough knowledge.
Okay.
And then that's where they stamped it at. And, they just feel like once you do it, for example, like I'm an artist.
Right.
I'm really a down-to-earth, humble person.
You is.
But, obviously in the rapper world, you got to be a little flashy. I don't really care too much about it, but I understand this is the rapper world.
Right.
So, they might tell me I'm doing too much or you need to chill out and all that. But I understand the rap world. Like, OG, you didn't have social media. So
you're telling me you've had family or like friends you grew up around hit you like that and say, hey, you need to chill out and settle down?
You're doing too much.
Doing too much.
Yeah. But the only person I listen to is my dad in Black Fall. That's my cousin.
Respect.
You know what I mean? So he knows both worlds, and he's definitely, and when I say both worlds, it's like he's educated on the books and educated in the streets.
Gotcha.
OG is educated in the streets. So it's like I said, people reach a certain limit. I've always wanted to keep learning.
Right.
Shout out to my cousin. He tells me, you the only one that listen. When I gave you knowledge, you the only one that listen and look at you. I've always wanted to grow. So I try to always look at things like when I get knowledge for certain people, I understand like, okay, yeah, I hear what you're saying as far as we go.
Right.
And thank you. But I know there's more to life than that. And then there's, like when I hear that type of stuff, I try to always look at the good in people. I understand that, people don't always got good intentions, but my mindset is always trying to be positive. Like,
right.
I appreciate it. You telling me I'm doing too much, but I know what too much is for me. I'm humble. I'm really humble.
Straight up.
But in the rap world, you got to pop your... Am I allowed to cuss on here?
You're allowed to cuss, my brother.
You allowed to pop your shit.
Straight up.
So I understand the difference.
Yeah,
definitely,
man, and that's huge, man. Yeah. I think a lot of people coming up, like they hear that people that I like what you said don't understand.
Right,
that's a good reminder for me because I get the same thing. Right. They see my videos, they see our podcast, and they just don't
it's all about
understand.
Just trying to keep your mind just sharp, positive. We all have rainy days. Sometimes it might be a little hard, but you don't have to make your whole day based on that. You can. Okay, I had a little rough start, but we can finish. People just, oh man, I woke up bad days. Now my whole day's messed up.
Right.
Like I don't think like that.
Straight up.
Yeah, bad moments, but not bad days.
My guy, bad
Deion
moments.
Sanders said that the best, right?
Man, shout out to Deion, man. Yeah. Straight up.
Prime time.
Be one thing with me, man. I recently developed, and I feel like still developing, a winner mindset.
Yeah.
Just being a winner. Just whatever it takes, get the job done and try to win.
Nothing else matters. Just get it done.
Get it done. I saw your post. How you feel about that? A winner mindset. How does that hit you, Bari?
I've always been a winner. I'm a Robinson. I'm a mob. You know what I'm saying? I mob. Independent movement of brothers for y'all that want to know that. I've always been a winner. You know what I'm saying? Even when I don't even call it losses, I call it lessons.
Lessons, that part right there.
I've always been a winner. I always knew that. It's all about your mind. People think just because they don't have no money in their account, they not winning. As long as you healthy, as long as you got a roof over your head and you eating, you winning.
You winning.
You know what I'm saying?
You winning. the universe is going to give you energy, what you
Yeah.
put in.
What you put in is what you get out. I'm definitely a believer of that.
I
for
agree.
Sure. I be trying to teach that, but sometimes people just think like I'm just some guru or whatever, you know what I mean? But I be
Man.
trying to tell them like, bro, there's levels to this shit. Like everybody think that, you know, like, oh man, you're doing so good. Like, bro, you got the car, you got this, that.
Mhm.
But you know why I'm winning? Is because I put in good energy in the
You
universe.
put in, man.
You know what I'm saying? I put good energy in the universe.
I think that's why when we linked, it was just
it was always love.
on site,
Always
all love.
Always love.
I was like, yo, I just met this dude and I feel like I could trust him already. Like
Man.
it's crazy like that, man.
It's love.
You know, with the universe and energy, I mean, man, it's so huge. Like I realize whether it's negative or positive, whatever you put in is like you said, you're gonna get out. And man, dude, I tell people that, and because they ask me how you do it, how you get through these moments.
Yeah,
keep
people
pushing.
People tell me like, I've never seen you had a bad day, and I was like, damn, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
You know what I'm saying? But I think, you know, everybody has rough moments. Like I said, I don't have bad days. I have bad moments in the moment. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, remember what I said at your house?
What?
The universe responds in real time to how you respond to your stuff.
You know, and it's just like, you know, some people, you know, back in the day, I used to cope when I had bad days or something about, you know what, I'm just going to drink to it or I'm going to smoke to it. But, you know, usually when that happens, I might go for a walk or I might go work out or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then when I come back from after working out and stuff, I realize, like, you know what? Let me be real with myself. I cheated the grind. Got you. Like, I understand there's loops and things like that, but me, what God got for me is don't cheat the grind, bro.
Right.
You doing good already. Don't cheat the grind. Don't try to shortcut yourself, man. So I got to bring you back 3 steps back.
Yep.
Because you're trying to cheat the grind, but at least that I'm able to take care of the fault that I had. You know, I could take 3 steps back and be messed up and then got to figure it out. Take 3-4 weeks. I was able to correct it right then and there. I was mad that I had to do it. We ain't going to get all into that, but I had to correct it. Where I had to drop a pretty bag for it. And then at least I was able to financially to do that. And I learned from it. And I won't do it again for sure.
B, that brings me to my another question, man. Speaking of responses, I was listening to your album. You took a loss.
You 60K, said hurt, 60K, but I bounced back.
But you bounced back.
I told them I was focused on my goals. They ain't like that. Yeah.
That part right there, y'all.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Anyone that takes 60K loss, it's a wrap. Life is they're almost done. How you dig out of that trench, man? How you even Joe. What's B? I heard that on the song. I said, hold up, I gotta talk.
It's really true. I can't get all in depth with it, but for sure when I took a loss
Keep it general.
When I took a loss to that, you know, I had to realize like, yeah, man, it took me a little minute, but I had to like sit back and just look at all the blessings I had. Is it worth really retaliating and losing it all? Or, you know, understand it comes with the game. And I promise you, I bounced back way stronger than that 60K that people in their head think like, you lost 60K.
Some people make that in a year, B.
Yeah, I took a loss to it. And then when I did, you know what I mean, I came back stronger. Stronger. And made more than that. So it took me a little minute, but shit, I got it back.
So if you talking to somebody that's going through something financially, what's your advice to them?
Just trust your hustle, man. Just trust your hustle. If you work hard, it's always like, it's really ingrained in me. Like, you know, like from, you know, buying a car, we all know buying a car, and let's just take it off of me for a second.
Okay.
Let's just talk about just life in general. Like,
in general, okay.
You gotta look at yourself and look at how hard you work. Like, are you a hustler? And what I mean by hustling don't always gotta be into trapping or, you know, OnlyFans or in the strip club. It's just about your drive. What is your drive to be great? Like, do you go to work every day? It's okay to work a 9 to 5. If you go to work every day, do you go to work and complain, or do you go to work and just be like, you know what? Right now, I know I have to sit down and invest in and stay down for this grind, but I have a bigger goal. You know what I'm saying? When you got a bigger goal, then nothing else matters. You're gonna wake up every day positive and do that. And when you do that, you understand, like, all I got to do is work hard for certain amount of time to get it back.
Straight up.
And when you understand that, the universe is going to work in its favor and give it back to you.
It's going to bless you.
You know what I'm saying?
The way I found out, you got to have that, yet again, winner mentality, and then just be a doer.
I can never lose.
That mentality right there. Mamba, right?
I can never lose.
Exactly. You got to.
I can never lose.
You got to have it.
I've been doing this. I can never lose. I'm telling you.
Straight up.
I lost it all. People don't even know, like, people look at me and be like, man, like, he got the jewelry and all that. People don't even know when I first moved out here, my car broke down the second day.
Wow.
And shout out to Kendall. They let me leave my car there for about 6 months.
Sheesh.
With all my clothes in there. Nobody stole nothing.
6 months?
6 months.
Damn,
I stayed in a hotel for 3 months. I wore the same clothes for 4 days.
That's some cool people right there.
I wore the same clothes for like 4 days, and then I only had 4. Like, once I was able to go back over there, I was only able to switch clothes, like 4 different outfits.
Bro, Kendall was your closet. Shout out to Kendall.
But I wasn't even. But I'm saying, I went and grabbed like 4 different outfits and wore that. I wore this, that, and that, and then washed it and did it over again.
Right,
Stayed in a hotel for 3 months, different hotels for 3 months.
It's huge.
Built myself up.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I think that's a testament to your character, having that strong, you got substance to you, period.
Yeah.
And instead of just, I think a lot of people get caught up what they think.
Social media, man.
Social media. Thank you for that. People thinking, oh, what they think of me, how they see me. Yeah. It's a highlight reel, right? It's a highlight reel, but it's really like, do you have substance? When I come shake your hand, what energy you passing off to me?
Come on. Come on.
Straight up.
Come on.
You can have 100K followers, but what energy?
We talking on the phone we on the podcast at 10:30.
10.
You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even later, but that's
straight
dedication. Up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
That's what it takes. Even for you to even make this happen.
Thank you.
You could be out partying right now.
Could be. Had an invite too, sir. You know what I'm saying? Had an invite.
All that. You could be doing me too. I gotta go to the venue after this. And I just choose to do it because the energy's there, and we trying to impact the younger people or maybe even older people, really the youth.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
I live y'all lifestyle. Y'all want this lifestyle. I live this lifestyle, but I'm here telling you, like, you got to do good with it. You know what I mean? Whatever you gonna do, like, do it. Figure out what you hopping in the game for. If you want to be a rapper, what you hopping in for?
Yeah, what you going in for?
What you doing it for?
That part, man. That's what I'm saying. It's the realest talk, B. Energy don't lie. Speaking on that note too, someone told me you are only as good as the accountability around you.
Yeah. I'm working on that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Me too.
But I'm getting better at it. That was really my weakness. But you know why it was my weakness is because I see the good in everybody.
Me too. Go ahead. You go first.
You know what I mean? You don't judge. I see the good in everybody, and I just want to see them do good.
Mm-hmm.
But, sometimes you got to let people figure it out on their own.
Straight up.
My objective every time somebody come around me, and that's where we bump heads, is where, like, I'm trying to teach them how to fish, not eat. I want them to learn how to fish.
Empower.
They so used to everybody that's been around them is that they want to learn how to eat. I mean, they want to eat.
Right. But yeah, back out on the accountability around you. I think for me, I agree. You see the good in people. We're blessed with that. I think it's a blessing to see that. I've given too many chances at times. Yeah. It's burnt me. It's worked for me.
Yeah.
But
everybody got a window, like, season.
Facts.
Season, all 4 seasons,
right.
For the rest of your life. Some people, you ain't never met in your life and becomes your best friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as I'm progressing, I'm, learning envy and got to cut it off as much as I don't want to. Kind of had to deal with that a little bit. Like a month ago.
Oh, a month ago, huh?
Yeah. I ain't gonna get all deep in that, but yeah, it definitely happened. And as much as it, it hurts, but you got to think what you want. You want to take care of your people and success, or you gonna hold back and let this person keep bringing you, riding on your back, pulling you back. You know what I mean? Right. You gotta let that type of stuff go, and it's hard. It's definitely hard.
How do you know though? Like if someone's hearing you, right, and when someone's listening to you, how do you know that point is? You just feel it.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
Yeah.
Or it just exposes itself.
Right.
Luckily, like I said, every day I wake up before I go step outside, I pray for protection. So, I definitely was protected in the situation where it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I learn from it. You know, I don't double back or, you know, I love you, but I love you from a distance.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you definitely gonna know like you have somebody really in your corner, but and it's no bad blood. I hope the best for you.
Straight up.
But I gotta love you from a distance.
You got to.
You know what I mean? I done worked too hard to get in this position,
Mm.
and I'm trying to build somewhere I could take care of my family.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna let anybody get in the way of that.
Straight up.
You know?
And World, on that part where he just said right there, forgiveness is such a superpower for
Yeah,
you. Like
got
I'm
to.
gonna look at you right now and say, forgiving somebody,
Gotta forgive.
you don't got to be with them every day and hang out with them like they would maybe like. Forgive them, tell them you love
Give
them,
them for your blessings, man.
and move forward.
That's it. I forgive you.
You know how much energy that gives you? Like, World, I'm gonna look at you right now. Forgive somebody, because if you carry hate in your heart,
You put more effort into hating somebody than just forgiving them and just keeping your distance. That's too stressful for me.
straight up, it's gonna
You
stop
see
you.
this hair? Ain't no gray in that. You know what? Ain't no gray in that. I don't stress. I forgive you. I ain't finna stress or worry about if I see you this, that, and the far. Nah, I forgive you.
Straight up. Straight up. That part right there. I mean, there's nothing to it. So whoever's listening, forgive people, move on with your life.
Move on.
You know, pray for them. Stay prayed up. Man, B, on that part, is health well for you?
Man, I'm big on that. You see this, man? Hey, make sure y'all tap in with bro and get your natural. For sure. I just drank this whole thing. He think I don't like it. He think I don't like it. But
Bro, I had to make sure, man.
He got something left over in his.
I got a little left. I ain't passing it.
Tell him, like, bro, when you be making these? Like, you make them every week?
Every week.
How much you charge? Well, we gonna get on that.
We get on that. Yeah, we get on that.
This,
Yeah.
hey,
It's smacking. Hey,
hey.
my menu got 12 recipes,
That
sir.
thing is gas on
12.
everything.
I got
I'm
you.
big on health though. I definitely from when I first moved out here in Eugene, I gained 50 pounds.
Did you? It was
And
eating
so far
good.
I've lost, definitely eating good. And so far I've lost 25.
Oh, okay, bad.
I've got 15 more to go.
Congrats to
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Congrats.
So I try to balance out things like, obviously I'm in the rap world. I drink, when I do drink, I don't drink every day. I drink on the weekends. I try to drink once, maybe if it's a good venue, twice out of the weekend. But when I do, I make sure I follow up the next day with fasting.
Oh, bad. Okay,
Clean my
bad.
system out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
try to make sure at least once out of or twice. If I do drink, that'll be the next day. I'll fast, which is very hard. But
I was gonna say, was the first time you fasted, did you feel like you was about to die?
first and foremost, yeah, that was hard. But I'm talking about fasting after you didn't drink. When you have a hangover and you need to sober up, that's the hard part. But
Man.
when you pray and do it right, then you'll make it through. But I try to, if I don't drink, I try to at least fast at least three times out of the month.
That's what's up.
3 times.
Shout out.
3
Shout
times
out
of
to
the
that.
month for sure.
Good cleanse for you. Good everything.
And, talk about health is wealth. I just started growing my own veggies.
I saw
I've been
that.
doing that for 2 years, but I took it to a whole nother notch this year.
You built the beds.
Yeah,
You
built the
sent me
beds.
evidence. You built the beds.
Definitely.
Man.
And let me tell you that I was supposed to go hoop with you that day.
Oh, that's right.
For
Yep,
sure got
yep.
my hoop in.
Bari the Builder.
Bandz the Builder, aka the Veggie Plug. Tap in about a month and a half.
Let's hoop next week then. It's all good.
we
You
can
got to
do that.
build
Yeah,
up.
for sure, for
Sure.
sure.
We got to hoop there.
I know the homies for sure got some videos of me making more shots than him, so it's all good. But
Bruh.
no.
It's all good. You the guest. So, but yeah, you made
He had to
more.
take it easy on me, let's say that.
Man, yeah, health is wealth. I mean,
Definitely. I'm big on that.
everything changed when I gave that energy, man. Taco Bell, McDonald's, hell, even reckless life.
Yeah.
When you add discipline and take care of yourself, everything got better.
That speaks volume too. Like people that take care of themselves, eat healthy, because eating healthy is it's the most hardest thing that you got to transition.
Yeah. You think so?
It's the hardest thing. You name one thing that's hard. Even if you're addicted to drugs, like eating is the hardest thing that you could do, because eating is just like what they put in the food. Is definitely addicting like a drug. So when you show commitment about that, anybody that I see that really takes commitment to their eating habits, I really respect them. They really take life seriously, because
Straight
the
up.
vessels is the most important thing.
It is.
You know what I mean? The temple's the most important thing.
And it just shows the self-respect you have for yourself.
Facts.
And
Knowing that you're doing all this, but you know what they put in it, and you still continue to eat it.
you still continue eating.
You know what I mean?
And when you have self-respect, world, then you can respect others. You can love on others, but you got to take care of yourself first. That's
love yourself.
eating.
Big on that. And health as well is not just eating. You know, it's your mental, what you put in your thoughts.
Mhm.
You know, setting yourself up, like organizing your life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't deal with nobody. I might check. Like I said, before I wake up, I give God thanks before I answer my phone or open my phone. Besides my alarm going off, even when my alarm go off, actually, let me run that back. When my alarm go off, I definitely wake up and say, thank you, God, for waking me up to give another day.
That part right
to
there.
see another day, excuse me.
Straight up.
And then I turn my alarm off. Give myself a little bit of time to wake up. You know, I'm not perfect every day, but I definitely do it majority of the week.
Right.
I open my Bible up to wake me up.
Man,
You know what I mean?
you got me smiling. That
I
part,
open my
man.
Bible up to wake me up, and then, you know, I go to the gym before I deal with anybody. Hey, can you come to this? Hey, can you help me with this? Or I got to go to the gym first.
Gotta go to the gym.
If I don't go to the gym, you ain't never seen me upset.
B, you can't be the best for anyone else unless you're the best you.
Yeah.
I mean,
say that one more time for the people in the back.
Man, I'm gonna say one more time and spike the cam. You cannot be the best for anybody else. Husband, wife, father, mother, uncle, cousin, friend, unless you're the best you. Take care of yourself, man.
Facts.
I learned that the hard way. So much of giving me to others, and it was like I was drained. It wasn't the best me. I said, bro, I gotta reel it back.
Yeah.
Sure, you lose some people, right? You do, but man, once I locked in, it was the best choice I ever made.
Right.
Once I got that figured out, man.
Yeah.
Dude, isn't that crazy?
No, it is crazy. But I mean, it's not crazy, but it is crazy because people don't know that.
They don't.
People don't really know, like,
they don't.
You know, people might look at you crazy saying, like, I got to get myself right before I deal with my son. The only way I can give my son what he wants is I got to make sure I'm right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I definitely am big on getting myself right.
Did that scare you at first, though, being a father? Like, you're like, because society tells you, hey, everything to the kid, which of course, my dad did it for me.
I was only scared because of society told me that, but it's a blessing. I love being a father. If it was really up to me, you know, I would really have my son with me. I do I balance everything perfect.
Of course.
Being a father, being a, family man, you know, taking care of all life around me, from my lizard to my dog to
shout out to
my
your
shorty
lizard,
to
man.
all of that. I do it really well. Baby moms, mom, dad, cousin, little homies.
Man.
I do it really well.
But balance it.
Yeah. But it's a mentality. Once you're in tune with yourself, it's really a mentality. Like, people like, how you do it and you're not upset or whatever. Yeah, it's frustrating, but I'm built for this.
You built for it.
You know
Give it
what I
all
mean?
you got, man.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
On that part too, doubts. You've been on the grind. I've been on the grind. I will say self-doubts, I think it creeps in all our minds. I love the winner mentality, but let's keep it 100. If you ever had a time where you question a scenario or a situation where you're like, how am I going to get out of this? Did you have that? And if so, how you get out of that? Because I know
I
me.
don't put myself in a situation where to get out of it, but definitely music. I feel every emotion in music.
Okay.
Nipsey said it better, and I felt that deep.
What'd he say?
He said, when it comes to this music, you're going to feel every emotion. And what he means by every emotion, like, is it good? Do people like it? Do they only like it because it's you? Am I wasting my time doing it? Am I too old to do it? You put a lot of money into it, like a lot of money into it for you to listen to it one time and repost it one time. Can I stop? If I stop doing music, you know, I will make so much more money. It all plays in my head.
It all plays.
It all plays in my head. This is a big question, like, for sure. I never told nobody this though. For sure,
it's a safe place here, B. Remember, this is a safe space.
That's the only doubt.
Okay.
Music. Me as a person, I don't doubt myself.
Bet.
because you know I know my intentions. I've done it. I'm old enough now to know like what I want in life. I don't doubt myself. I know
Bet.
my intentions.
Bet.
For music, for sure.
For sure.
For sure, music.
What keeps you filled? What keeps, if anyone, because music is your passion, that's your baby.
Yeah.
Just like this podcast is mine. Yeah. What keeps that fire raging? How do you keep that cooking?
I came too far to stop. So I try to tell you, like, golf is kind of similar. That's why I want you to do it. It's a challenging sport. Basketball is a challenging sport, but you kind of mastered it a little bit. You kind of you good at it. I ain't gonna say kind of because I never see play, but you good at it.
Straight up.
Golf is a sport where it don't matter if you Tiger Woods. Like you can have a great hit, and then the next hit, like that bitch will go far left.
Damn.
But what keeps you going is when you get that good hit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's how I put music.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I know music is the key to your heart, to everybody's heart. So it's like I want to perfect that. And there's thing, you know, we ain't going too much censoring to, you know, you guys let me go ahead and cuss on it. But
yeah, do what you gotta do. Safe place.
Music, you know, instead of me beating people up, I can express how I feel in music.
Gotcha.
So I think that's why I like it.
Most
You know, like I said, it's the key to people's heart, but you can express how you feel.
Straight up.
Instead of doing it physically. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I like it too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you found an outlet. There you go.
To let it out, for sure.
That's huge, man. Got it right there. That was going to be my next question. How did music become a passion? But that's to kind of tell me right there, man.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that is definitely expressing how I feel, but also, too, it was just like, bro, I was brought up in that environment. I was always the cool kid. I was always the kid that looked fly. I was always the kid that just like, bro, you got a cool-ass personality. Oh, I gravitate towards you. Like, you always you, bro. Like, why you don't, like, bro, you so real, you know, always. So, you know, like, obviously, music let my expression out, but when I realized, you know, from where I'm from, like the known people or the known people in the hood rap. Everybody rap. Everybody put up in the fly car with the jewelry on. Like I said, I'm a city boy, so you know, it's a difference between you following social media and you're a product of your own environment. I've calmed down a lot more. You know, I'm very comfortable wearing different stuff or whatever the case may be, but definitely from being from the city, like it teaches you like all that fly shit, Gucci, Louis, chains, jewelry, obviously. You know, I'm a product of that environment, but I do it to an extent.
To an extent. You know, B, I had a, oh my gosh, economic teacher. I'll never forget this. My senior year in high school, 2010. He always would say, you can have a nice car, drive it around, do what you do. Then he would look at us and go, but you got to get out of that eventually. You got to step out of that car and be you. I was like, damn, bruh, 14 years later, I still can't shake that.
Me neither.
I'm like,
I mean,
bruh.
To an extent I did, because for sure I wanted to,
we deserve it. I'm just saying far as substance goes back.
I mean, for sure, you know, there's times where I do get tempted and I want to buy certain things. Like there's some stuff that I wanted to buy and I had to turn it down because, you know, I'm catching up on Columbia trip and going out of town, shooting a music video and doing all what I did. It was productive stuff. But I definitely had to learn, like, you know what, right now it's not the time, but I definitely am a family person. I take care of my bills first and I'm a rapper second.
Most def. I love that.
So I want people to understand that part too.
I feel that, man. Same take. We got to handle the bills, keep the lights on.
They ask you for money, and it's like, bro, like they think I got it, but it's like, bro, that car still costs. Them two cars still cost.
Right.
Both them cars got insurance. Still got rent. Still a father.
Still a father.
Still got to take care of my other people in my family. You know
right.
But I actually am grinding. I'm not wasting my money. When I see you out doing what you doing, or strip club, or whatever it may be, or you know, want to do your extracurricular stuff to get you geeked up and turned up. I'm really I'm over here right now in the studio imputing knowledge, having a garage talk, imputing knowledge to people.
Straight up.
While you at the club doing whatever
at the
you
club
doing.
Friday night.
I don't judge nobody because you know, obviously I'm in that world, but y'all obviously see what I'm doing. I'm working.
on that note,
Yeah.
bruh, you got that credit score going. I saw your story, mate.
Yeah. I mean, it was higher, but you know how it is. I was
Still,
just in
mate.
Columbia, so bear with me.
Hey, I work in a credit union, and I can't stress how important it is to have good credit. Now, take leaps. Don't get me wrong, world.
Yeah.
But how important, talking about health is wealth, how important for financial health and having good credit is for you.
Man, when you learn credit, that's the key. Like, I be trying to tell people, like,
Tell them I'm sitting back, mate.
Even though y'all looking at me having all this fly shit and shit, all cars, whatever, but my credit, my bills, and everything is paid for. Credit is so important because, like, I'm gonna just say this in street terminology, because not everybody understands the proper terminology. It's like paying the plug back. They give you a loan and you pay the plug back. The plug give you a load of money, whatever it is. Pay the plug back, bro. You can't run from the plug. You can't run from this plug with the credit. But people don't understand because they be like, oh, I pay cash. But you don't even know, like, you already have the cash. Use your credit card. But when you use your credit card, put the money aside. When you put the money aside, credit card gives you benefits. They give you points. They give you money back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always want, people don't understand how in depth it is. Like, you want to make money at all times. Now, you know, whatever speed you going. But when it comes to credit is always going to benefit you in the long run, bro. It's going to benefit you in the long run. It's not always about that front end. You want that back end too. You want that back end money.
Straight
You
up.
know, you build up your credit points. You get free flights. People always wonder, bro, I'm out of town every other month, right?
Get free flights.
All off a credit card.
So world, and B, I'm jumping in with you. I work at a credit union. I'll keep it general, but I've talked to all walks of life. Money brings everybody in, B. So you know, brings everyone. And I love what you said. Credit just shows how good you are paying people back.
Yeah.
You got a low score, it's gonna be like people are like, I don't want to give them money.
You walk into a room full of bosses, they're gonna ask you what your credit like.
What your credit like. So take care of your finances and don't slack on that, especially my younger generation. You know, you look at everybody online and think this, and this. Take care of your credit. That's what's important. That's a huge part. B, I've told
you can
people
lose
that.
it all, man. If your credit is great, you can still bounce back. Like,
I saw a situation. I'm gonna tell you this story. Someone came in. How can I say? They made over 6 figures a year. So they're good.
Yeah.
But the credit was shot.
Yeah. And I guarantee you, bro didn't know nothing about credit really.
He didn't know.
Exactly.
And he couldn't get nothing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story. I've had people come in and do that. And I'm just like, you gotta take care of yourself in all aspects. Man. And financial health.
It's just like health.
Thank you.
You got good credit, bro. Good health, good credit.
Man.
Good person, good spirit, got money. Believe in God, like, you know what I'm saying? What is it? Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. 5, right?
5 on the thing.
Oh, man. Really living that life.
I love that you said that spiritual, man. You know I do spirit checks.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Let's jump to spirit, man. How important was that, man? Getting your spirit right. You know, I do spirit checks daily.
I'm gonna be real with you. You know, I always, Mama had me in church, for a good amount of my life. So I definitely was baptized. I know who God is and everything. But when I went to this school, like New Hope, like I was really deeper into the game when I went to that school, but I really gravitated and really held on to my relationship with God. Like, there's things that at the school, shout out to New Hope. I love y'all. Thank you for all that y'all did for me. Y'all really brought me closer to God and made me see things from a different perspective because it was like going to church every day. Like going to church every day.
Straight up.
What I mean?
You hit it right there. Took the words out of my mouth. I knew God as well, but building a relationship with God is a whole nother game.
I would be shit. We probably would have never talked if I didn't go to that. If I didn't go to that school and really balance out my lifestyle, obviously being a rapper, and people have their opinions about me rapping and whatever, or what I rap about, but I guarantee you if you sat down and had a intellectual conversation with me, I would really teach you some things.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? Because
Straight up.
there's a lot of people that that are, and like I said, I don't judge, I'm just speaking on knowledge and giving game. There's a lot of people that are in churches and believe in God that are very judgmental, and it says that deep. That's one of the main things in the Bible. Don't judge people how they perceive themselves. You know what I'm saying? What you're supposed to do is encourage them to bring them to the kingdom of God.
Thank you.
So, I definitely don't judge people, or at least I try not to.
Right,
If I
right.
catch myself doing it, I might smack myself in the head and
Get right.
understand what it is, because I ain't perfect. But I definitely learned going to that school. My relationship really built with him, for sure.
Building that spirit up.
For sure.
I went through some things, and eventually I'll talk about it on the podcast when I think it's the right moment. I think I'm saving it for something, but hey, that's the seed planet world.
Right
But God really put me through some things, because God will test your gangster, right? He'll test you,
for sure,
because he's testing your faith.
Sure, I'm being tested at the moment right now, but it ain't working because I'm so tuned in.
You tuned in, the faith. And so he'll test to be like, who the real ones, right? Just like we would do with some people. He put me through things, and then he pulled me through just to show me, like, look, I got you. I wasn't going to church at the time. Nothing wrong with not going to church, but for me, I knew I had to start learning some things and get my stuff into. I just knew from my journey.
Right.
And man, when he pulled me through, it felt like he looked at me and was like, now what? And that got me back on track. That was last year, man. And it's special.
Yeah.
Prayer is so important. There's a spiritual battle going on. And we have to talk about this, because who you shake hands with.
Yeah. I feel it. Oh.
Ladies, fellas, who you sleep with. Let's just have a real conversation right here. Who you sleep with. There's things called spirit ties. There's such things where you got to watch out, because people carry demons. Yeah. People carry bad energy. Right. There's good and there's evil out there. Right. And for me to really open my eyes, because social media or just people in the flesh will tell you, oh, yeah, I bagged this, and this. It's like, hey, bruh, where's your spirit, though? Yeah. Your spirit ain't right. I'm sure you felt that plenty of times.
Yeah, and even, like I said, like I go through that to this day, like, just being in the rap world, just different girls throwing themselves at you, different cliques that want to click with you, and it's all different things, and you just got to learn, you make mistakes, and during those things, but it's about what you do after that, you got to grow from that, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, this, that, I've been in that position.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I've been in that position. I'm not scared to say I've been in that position, but I learned from it.
But you learned. You didn't lose. You learned.
Yeah, I learned from it.
That's what makes you special.
Yeah.
What makes us special? We learned.
Yeah.
There was times
you gotta learn from it. You always gotta learn.
Man.
Like I told you, from the OG, he just reached a certain capacity where he didn't want to learn no more. I don't think I'll never get in that position, because I always want to learn.
They say there's a saying. They say you die when you stop learning.
That part.
That's what they say.
That part.
You die when you stop learning, man.
This shit, I'm still learning.
Same. I always tell people, I'm a student. I'm learning. Man. Straight up.
Still learning.
See, man, that's crazy to me. Yeah, that was huge. Prayer is it's essential.
You can get lost in the sauce, bro. I'm telling you, I'm in the rap world, bro. I'm telling you, that's probably the most grimiest world you can be in.
Is
probably.
It?
Yeah.
For real? Okay.
You strip club, strip clubs, got to be in the club in general.
Okay.
You seeing all, like, you know what I mean? And it's just, that's devil's work. I mean, I understand it. You know what I mean? But
how do you balance that?
Making sure I work out. Like I understand this
fasting.
Is what I'm here for.
You fasting, brother.
All of that. But this is what I understand. What I'm going to do is work. And once I'm done with work, like, even after this, I got to go to a venue. I really want to go home, but I got to, do what I got to do. This is what I choose to do, and I understand what I got to do. Like I said, I pray for protection. I pray for not being addicted to the lifestyle, and
right.
People know when to hit me up. People know
they
too.
Know.
Like, people tell me, like, excuse me. Most people that in the rap world, they roll with 50 people. I roll by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I go by myself.
Most deaf. I like
God
that.
behind me. I go by myself.
Yeah. What that 21 Savage song say? Walking down that dark path, but God walking with me. I was like,
Kevin Gates said, I go to war with God behind me.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt that, and people respect me where they be like, bro, like, I fuck with you, bro, because you just, like, so real. Like, you don't fake it, nothing. I'm like, bro, it's too much effort to do that. I really don't understand it.
I don't either.
I really don't.
I don't either.
I couldn't do that. I'm gonna grind it out, and everything I do, I'm gonna do it. And if I don't got it, if I don't have the knowledge, I don't try to act like I do. If I don't have the knowledge, I'll be like, you know what? I really don't know, but let me get back to you on it. Some people just give you an answer just because they want to feel like they're important.
Right.
Don't send me on no mission if it's the wrong information.
Be that part right
Say
there.
like you don't know.
Straight up.
And then I'll figure it out.
You know, they'll respect that.
Yeah.
Just they will.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Joe, Joe know on that part.
Yeah.
B, that's real talk, man. I tell people I'm 10 toes down.
10 toes.
Period.
10
I
toes.
don't care numbers wise if you here, if you got all the money or you got the resources. I'm gonna line up with you because when we get out there, like you said, I'm going to war.
Put your shoes on just like I put mine on.
That part.
You lace your shoes up just like I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna look you in the eyes and say, hey, let's go. You either with me or against me.
That
period.
part. My back has always been against the wall, and I've always bet on me. Always.
Punching out, getting out.
Bet on me.
Straight up. I'm going out. You ever seen 300?
Yeah.
I tell my dad. My dad took me to that movie my freshman year in high school, I want to say. I said, I'm going out like Leonidas.
Man.
King mentality.
Come on.
What'd he do when those arrows came out?
Man,
he said,
like
come on.
I'm with it.
I'm going out.
Man, I ain't scared to die. I'm good.
Yeah.
I promise you.
And it's crazy to compare those times because you look at, what was his name? I forget. Xerxes.
Yeah.
He had all the gold, all this
all
and that. He's like, hey, what'd he say? Kiss my feet?
Yeah, he wanted you to bow down. You know, he thought he was supposed to be scared of him because he got this big old crowd. Like, nah.
Big old crowd, numbers.
Yeah.
And what he have? 300, B?
300.
He said, let's go. I watched that.
Yeah.
I'll remind myself with that movie. I'll play that last
Our
like
football
10
coach
minutes.
Graded us ingrained that in us in high school.
What, 300?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, 300 just came out probably when I was in high school. I graduated 2009.
Okay, bet.
So we in the same.
We like 1 year apart or whatever. But yeah. So you already know.
That's when it came out around that time.
But we got to talk about it because everyone watching. But 300, he said, bring it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Man.
So did real standing on business. I'm willing to stand on business and die about this business.
Exactly.
You know
and that's what I love. It's like, yo, I'm going to line up with you. I'm going to go all the way.
Yeah.
And the difference between me and most, I'm going to give it everything.
I got, man.
Everything.
Come on. The results is in the pudding, man. We know which ones is really doing it and which ones really talk about it. Ain't really living it.
Yo, Joe said the other day, Joe was like, build it and they'll come, period.
Yeah, that part. One brick at a day.
One brick, man. Rome.
One brick at a time.
You know, shout out to Joe on that one. Joe, shout out to you, brother.
Hey, that's just knowledge I stole from the movie.
Hey, you learning too. We all doing it. Be another cool thing I realized with you, because I do this too, and I was like, yo, real recognizes real. You communicate really well. I want to talk about this. We have so many tools to communicate. I mean, I have my stuff on Do Not Disturb right now, but like you text back quick.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I text back quick if I love you, if I fuck with you.
Bet.
You know?
Thank you.
I just want to see everybody win, bro. Ain't no hate in my heart. I hate that. Hate is a strong word, but I hate that, bro. I hate people that hate. Like, you know, if I see you got emotion and you trying to do it, I understand it. The same way you understand it.
Right.
Where content, obviously I'm a artist, I'm a rapper, but I'm a content creator. So I understand it. And when I see people win, I love it.
Same.
I love it.
Same.
So, you know, that's basically what it was. What was your question?
It's just like
communicating.
Yeah, or, just you reply quick. Like some people don't reply for days or hours.
Yeah, I mean, if I see it, obviously I'm gonna reply back because I just want you to know what it is. Like, and if I'm trying to get to a goal, people are gonna mess with me more because I'm on it. Like, you know what? He's on it.
He's on it.
You know, people always tell me, they be like, bro, like you the only person I know that like responds back quick, or bro, like
that's what I mean.
Just, you just you're on time. Like, you
that's
know
what I mean.
Unless it's a party.
Yeah.
Obviously they're waiting on me, but I'm not in no rush.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? But when things are important to me, when it's business, I'm on time. I'm never late.
And see, I saw, like I said, real recognizes real.
It might even be early.
And see, that's cool. Just I saw that with you. I was like, dang, this brother texts back quick. Like respect, because I do that.
And when you texted me, you know, certain stuff that when we discussed when we was going to meet, the only reason why it took me longer is because I was driving.
But I felt that. I was like, oh, he must be doing something.
Yeah, I was driving.
Where most other people
And I was trying to text you while I was ordering food, but I had to order food. Then I had hopped on the phone. I'm like, damn, let me get back to him.
Right.
You know, I made sure like I was gonna let you know.
That's what I
You know
mean.
what I mean?
I like that. You know, they say most millionaires and billionaires do reply within like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah,
There's some
I'm
kind of
big on
thing on that.
I'm big on that.
It's just
For
a
sure.
respect and mentality thing. I think.
But if I don't respond back, it's because I'm busy, and I'm gonna respond back.
But by that time, you built that foundation with whoever,
Yeah,
where they're
yeah.
like, he must be busy.
Yeah,
He must
yeah.
be
No, they
shooting a
gonna know I'm
video.
busy.
Straight up,
They gonna know I'm busy. If I'm not responding back, it's because I'm busy.
because I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'll let
Exactly.
you know if you don't respond, Des will be on your doorstep, like figuring out what's wrong.
yeah, straight up. I would. Hey, you good?
He
You
does that
good?
for me.
Yeah, you all right?
But I don't respond to people that I don't take seriously though.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Though. Like I don't. Like if it's you know like and it's crazy. I wanted to speak on this as a little off topic, but
No, you good. What's up?
I'm so you know people are so gravitated, and this is you know I'm a humble person.
Mm-hmm.
People are so gravitated to me on social media. They think that we are like we kicked it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
So people be like, this is speaking on this about like, oh, like you do this, or oh, I know you like, bro, you never met me.
Never met me.
You never met me, but you
Isn't
feel
that
so connected from social media because I talk about so much positivity and you know, like my words are impactful to people and stuff like that.
Straight
where
up.
they feel like we've been friends and they follow me for years and they feel like our relationship is based off of social media. You never met me. Never met me.
Dang.
You know.
So what you do with that? What you think, or what you think they should do?
I mean, when they hit me, you know, they'll hit me up and be like, oh, like for example, like somebody hit me up was like, oh, some golfing, and I'm like, yeah, for sure. He's like, I didn't know you golf. I'm like, yeah, you know, I do it a little bit. He's like, oh, okay, like, but you like, but you golf, but what's your range? Like, what's your average? I said like 90. I'm in the 90s, but I'm still getting better. Oh, that's better than me. Da 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 da. Yep, for sure. We should do a song.
Then they slide that in. There it is. There's the kicker.
Back.
Yeah, there's the
you
kicker.
know, oh, you're not gonna respond back, woo woo. Like, bro, you ain't talking. You know, people that I mess with, and I know that they have potential. I'll do a song, but you know, everybody knows in this music world, it's a business. So if you want to do a song with me, you got to pay. You know, you got to pay. But you know, but if I genuinely like your song and it's we're in the same genre, then I'll do it just off GP.
Straight up.
Just off good people.
Yeah, but he made a business move. Yeah, he made a business.
You know what I mean?
And that's tough because like you a good dude, so it's like yo, like you took the time to reply, hit him, and then it's like here he comes with this.
Or you know what's a pet peeve of mine?
What's up?
And you got to make sure you put this on in Instagram so people can hear this. Like
clip this.
When I go out of town, right? Or I go back home.
Okay.
And I'm with my family, whether it's family like my mom, sister, brother. I mean, that mom, sister, son, whatever. Or if I'm with my homies, these are still like my brothers.
Okay.
That I grew up with.
Day one, grew up.
My brothers might know some people that's in San Diego or whatever it may be, and they come and hang out with me and my brothers and when I say my brothers, these are my friends that I look at like brothers.
Got you.
I don't even call them friends, but I just got to make sure they understand.
Straight up.
I'll be with them and we're barbecuing or whatever, and they be like, "Hey, bro, like we should get in the studio, like." You know, we should get in the studio. Like, you know, obviously I'm trying to be, you know, generous. Like, oh, yeah, for sure, we could do that. Like, you know, yeah, we should do that in like an hour or two. Like, I got a studio session.
Oh,
like,
an hour or two?
Like, bro, you don't see me with my family?
Exactly.
Be respectful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but this is the rapper world that you have to learn. You know what I mean? Like, bro, be respectful. I'm with my peoples, bro. I'm not thinking about, like, if people know me, like, if you want to do a song with me, like, send it to me. Like, we're not gonna do that right now. I'm with family. I'm on vacation. Like, I don't want to think about music.
Read the room.
You know
Read the room, man.
You know, and that's a pet peeve of mine.
I bet.
That's a pet peeve of mine. You know, I'm chilling with family. Don't ask me about no music. You know what I mean?
Our time is finite. People forget you don't get it back.
Yeah.
And when you start realizing you don't get certain times back and moments, means the most. Obviously, you know that.
Yeah.
So when people coming in, you like, bro, you got to respect my moment right now. This is my moment with my loved ones. You thinking about what you want.
And that's what makes me realize, like, I know you got good intentions and you good people, but I can't really like mess with you on that type time because I already know what you want.
Right.
But at least try to sugarcoat it, bro.
Yeah,
Like, don't
yeah.
ask me right away when I'm with people. You know,
Right.
show some common courtesy.
So
I'm the type of person, you know, in the rappers world, people that want that do music, they get in the studio. See, I'm the type of person like I can go to the studio with my homie and just let him rap.
got you.
A rapper, anytime they get in the studio, they oh, this be hard. Let me get on this. Like, bro, if they wanted you to get on it, they would have asked you. So I know my role. When I get in the studio, hey, brother, I'm supporting you.
Straight up.
If you want to ask me to get in the studio, cool. But when I I ain't gonna lie. Like, I love music. I love doing what I do, and music
course.
is easy. But when I get in the studio, like, if you ain't gonna ask me, I'm definitely not gonna offer. I ain't gonna offer.
Say, hey, I'm chilling.
I'm gonna sit there and chill, support you, put you on the boomerang, all the, you know, you ain't even gotta ask me because I'm a content creator.
Yeah.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's one of the pet peeves of mine, like, for sure.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. I think I can jump in a way. I always say entitlement for me.
Yeah.
That's one of my peeves. That's one thing I still got to learn to counter on, because when people come in entitlement, yet again, you're bringing your stuff to my moment, and it's like, time out, bro. Like, you need to consider my moment too. You know, I'm in my world right now. Your world intruding on mine.
Yeah.
How do we coexist right now? Because right now you just being real entitled, man. I just don't like that.
Right.
But you know, I operate with respect.
Yeah,
My dad raised me on that.
Same.
I give it.
Same.
I don't expect it back.
Yeah.
I hope for it back.
No, I give it first only because I don't tolerate it.
Yeah.
So I try to just, you know, when I walk in a room and, you know, like, even when I walk past people, I say, hey, what's up?
Hey,
you
what's
know,
up?
Obviously, you know, they feel intimidated because they already see the vagina I give. So they're already nervous when I walk in the room. I already understand that.
Right.
So I try to make people feel comfortable by saying, hey, how you doing? Smile at them and do all that. You know what I mean? And make them feel comfortable, for sure.
For sure.
That's definitely something I had to learn.
For sure. No, you could fam.
Definitely something I had to learn.
It's huge. I think one emotional moment. My parents always raised me on respect. My dad, he was an Oregon Duck basketball player.
Right.
Then he went across seas, averaging 30, killing them. Right, he was the man. Had a Jerry curl.
Yeah, right on. My dad did too.
Did he, for real?
Yeah, that was a thing back then.
He dripping Jerry curl.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I think it hits my heart because my dad never favored anyone over someone.
Yeah.
He favored their love.
Yeah.
But I always watched him, and he taught me, don't you ever look down on somebody unless you're helping them up.
Yeah.
And that, I held that in my heart, and it's took me to places that I just couldn't imagine. The CEO at my job, both CEOs that's been there since I've been there, the janitor at my job, things like that. And people go, dude, you keep that same energy.
Same energy, bro.
And I'm
That's
like,
why they
yeah.
fuck with me.
You can have 6 figures, 7 figures.
Yeah, bro.
But guess what? When it come to this, that heart, that's what it really
Pure
matters.
Heart, bro.
That's your wealth.
Pure heart.
Your heart, your spirit, whatever you put your energy to, that's your wealth, man.
Everything.
You know, and my dad, he wouldn't speak like that, B, but it's just he inherently knew it, man. He ingrained it, and he knew it inherently. The universe spoke, and you know, it's just, I can't wait to have that dude on there. They have it. I'm gonna be emotional, but yeah.
My pops was everything to me too. Like, he called me today.
Did he?
Kind of down about he turned the whole program around. But my dad made me a top athlete. My dad knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? And
he was like Jalen Brunson's dad pushing you.
You know, my dad always told me one thing. I'm gonna tell you though. Yeah, my dad for sure pushed the fuck out of me. But my dad always told me, he said, bro, if you ever want to quit sports, I'll always love you the same. I swear to God.
Man.
My dad told me he loved me every day.
Same.
Every day.
Same.
My dad called me sad today because he turned this whole program around, and they beat records at that school, and they ended up losing probably, I think, in the second round of playoffs. So he was emotional about it. And, you know, nowadays, like, you know, I've been, you know, obviously because he's probably getting older, you know, I've been seeing, my dad's never been an emotional person.
Okay.
So now he's in that emotional stage, and I had to let him know today, literally today, like, bro, like, what are you sad about? You know what I mean? Like, you should be happy. You know what I mean? Like, you changed that program around. You didn't put it in, because the school that he coaches is, I was supposed to go to that school.
Oh, really?
And we knew that school wasn't good. So he did everything he could to get me to this other school.
Was it like a high school, middle school?
It was high school.
High school, okay, bet.
Yeah, so, you know, he's definitely touched kids where, you know, like, you know, obviously where we grew up at is, you know, you're either going to be a gang member, you're dead, or in jail.
Got you.
You know,
Wow.
it's one of those two. So he turned the whole program around where kids were a little bit ineligible a couple times, and he was able to pull strings or help them. I don't know, because I'm not out there, but he was able to pull strings where they could play. Told me the whole rundown from the start of the season to the end of the season, and I helped him through the way. Gave him some knowledge on certain things, like and they ended up losing the second round, beating all these records and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, you won, man. Even though you guys lost in the what you call it, it's still a lesson. It's never a loss. It's a lesson.
It's a
lesson. And one thing I want you to understand is like you understand your role. You are doing God's work right now. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You impacted these kids where these kids probably didn't even think about trying to go to college and play baseball after that.
There you go.
Kids that got a second chance that was ineligible and got another chance. And I know how you are. You talk to them and let them know, like, hey, I got you eligible, so you got to take this seriously. Mom's looking at my pops probably changing kids' lives that probably was 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot out. And you really touch these kids, bro. And understand what your gift is.
That's
I understand
huge.
that you're emotional. I respect it. I'm not disregarding it, but feel good about the win. You shouldn't. It's not a loss.
That's huge. Coach
Yeah,
Carter.
you went as far as you could with these kids, but these kids are gonna remember you forever, and you did God's work. That's what I told him.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
How, and just for you to say that to him, people think our parents. I know I've been a person that we think our parents got it all figured out.
Yeah.
And they don't. And you reminding your dad that is huge.
My pops kind of asked the same question, kind of like you, like damn, like bro, you so like. I think the exact words he said is like, you're so aware of your atmosphere. Like you understand it. Like you don't let little things trigger you or things. I said, man, when I came to Oregon, is what really made me do that.
What made you do that?
Like, old me, I'll be out here knocking motherfuckers out.
Man.
I just understand now, like, I got too much to lose. I done took so much time to be by myself to understand who I want to be. You know what I mean? Like, everybody looks at me like a rapper, but don't even know, like, I'm a family man. They don't know, like, my credit is A1. They don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I got, a couple rental companies. Like, they don't know all this. They don't know, like, I eat healthy. They don't know, like, I learned just, I learned how to cut wood and all of that.
Right.
So when they laugh at me, they laugh at me, but I really don't care, but they start to gravitate when they see, like, bro, you're growing your own veggies, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm growing my own veggies. I'm trying to live long.
It's like, bro,
cool like you want and act like you don't want to eat healthy, and then you about to die or you losing your hair at 40 years old or 35 years old, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
Nah, I care about my vessels. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm not perfect, but I'm definitely leaning towards doing that and you know what I'm saying? So I never cared what people's opinions.
Well, what they say.
I'm my own wave.
Don't count the days, make the days count.
Yeah, I'm my own wave.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's huge, man. That's so huge. People don't realize your quality to life is huge. Like,
it's too stressful to be trying to fit what social media wants you to be.
Yeah, society, social media, it's too much. Oh, I know.
love what I do. They like, you golf? I ain't know you golf. Bro, I love to golf.
Bruh.
Bro, I'm telling you, you go golfing, you gonna love it just as much as you love basketball.
Okay, bet.
I've been playing ball since I was 4. I stopped at like 28, 29. Seriously.
Right. No, I feel.
Bro, I do it. Yeah, I'm there earlier. All that. I just went and played 18 hole today.
And what I was telling him, bowling. That's me with bowling.
Yeah.
I'll try golfing.
I'm already
no doubt.
bowling. I mean, I mess with the bowling, but I mean, that golf, bro. I just want you to try it because it's outside. It gives you a chance to get away from social media, not being on the phone. And you're around good vibes, bro. And it's challenging.
Right. Straight up.
Challenging.
Heck yeah, it's challenging. I watch Happy Gilmore.
Everybody, you see, he's a little different, but everybody can be in a comfort zone. But when it comes to golfing, like the greats do it.
Yeah.
The greats do it. Right. Michael Jordan, sure, R.I.P. Kobe did it. The greats do it.
And let's be real, that's where business deals get done sometimes. So
the greats do it. When you get on that, I'm telling you, when I started golfing, I done ran into a lot of rich conversations where now I understand, like, the old me, when I'm beefing with this person, I could have been did that. You know what? He ain't even there. Why am I even stupid? Like, not even at my level. Why am
Not
I stupid
even.
at that level?
Why?
When I've had $1 million conversations over here, it's not even worth it.
It's not even worth
This is
it.
his job. So I ain't even gonna play with that.
Mm.
So I'm telling you firsthand, you
Okay.
gotta try it, bro. And you'll
Okay.
have fun. It's I go for fun.
Right.
It's not a competition thing. It's me to teach you and you have fun with it.
Most definitely.
For sure.
How long you be out there when you golfing? Like
So
today,
when I did
you went.
18, that was for sure. Because we had Gustavo. Gustavo was pretty good, though. He was good. But when you have
Shout out
extra
Goose.
people and stuff, it takes a little longer. So I say about 4.5 hours.
Okay,
but it was
baby.
cool.
Yeah.
But when it's just 2 people, it'll probably take you like 3.
For sure. I get out there with you. I get
Yeah,
out.
for
I'll
sure.
try
I'm
it
telling
out.
You got to do it.
They jumping on a new part 2. Oh my gosh, what was I jumping to? Speaking of just good conversations, rich conversations, social media, everything. We're in an age where kids are growing up on social media. What would you say is what are these kids lacking these days? What's something these
Being you.
young bucks?
Just being you. Just being you.
You think they're lacking that?
Whether you a square, you good in school. I might have said the word wrong.
You
But
good?
whether you're intelligent,
Mhm.
whether you work a 9 to 5, whether you just want to live life right, whatever your dream is, go for it, man. Don't let social media make you feel like you got to be this bad bitch, or you got to be this rich nigga, or you got to be the person that's got all the clothes. Just go at your pace, man.
Right.
Like go at your pace.
B, I think
It's cool to be square. I'm squared. I'm
right.
low-key
Me
a
too.
nerd.
Me too.
I gotta be a nerd.
Got to.
In order for me to be in this game, like I gotta be a nerd. I can't just be out here just rapping. Like I gotta be somewhat smart and know how to make this rap thing work.
B, I think exactly. I'm with you. I think these kids like hashtags are raising them sometimes. You
Yeah.
gotta be careful because they think they gotta just follow what this hashtag says,
Yeah.
and then the next hot thing, and then
Right.
they don't realize what I don't know. I'm gonna just make up a name. Alex really wants to do.
Yeah.
Alex,
You
like,
don't know
who am
yourself,
I?
Like, what do people that do social media are lost. People that are like, trying to be big and not really live that life, they're just lost.
Right.
You got to really find yourself, man. You got to believe in yourself and find who you are. Like even like with the rap thing, I got people that tells me, "Oh, you got to do it this way. You got to sound like this. This is my art, bro.
It's your art, your passion,
my
what you
art.
love.
I don't want to sound like this person.
Right.
I want to sound like me.
Straight up.
And then you gonna catch on to my wave and my cadence and my how I rap. I don't rap like nobody. When I post my stuff on Dago TV and all these other people, like it's about time we got somebody different on there.
Right.
I got more positive than obviously you're gonna get negative, but because people are trolling, but I got way more positive than negative.
Straight up. It's huge. Yeah, it's just for these young bucks, you got to find yourself.
Yeah.
You got to put the screen down, put it away because
Yeah.
screens are raising kids. It's just you got to. And parents be the best you so you can. I'm not a parent, but be the best you so you can they can be the best for themselves. I mean, straight up.
I definitely try to teach my son like when I went with my son, I try to do things that I learned too when I went to school. Like, when he's on break, he definitely has like still homework packets and stuff. So when he wakes up freshly, I give him the tea. Give him some tea. Because that's tea is good for you in the morning. Warm your insides up, wake you up. And I let him listen to piano music while he's drawing or doing whatever.
Oh, that's
and I sit right next to
huge.
him and open up a book.
There you go.
So when he sees me just sitting there on my phone, obviously he's gonna get distracted.
Right.
But if I'm sitting there reading a book, he's like, "Oh, okay, hold on." Like, I see like this is educational time, this, that. So, definitely do
You're
that.
watering your seed, my brother.
So I'm different than just playing basketball. Like, don't get me wrong, I love basketball, I love the game. Let me show you how to do coding.
Man, yeah.
It's
Keep that brain
doing a
working.
different exercise. So now he
Straight
knows
up.
he's articulate. He can learn to think articulate and be intricate and be able to do schoolwork because you built the motor skills. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
I wasn't fortunate for that. I
Gotcha.
just grew up. We play basketball. You play football. It's your job to do good in school and this and that. I never did nothing really educational, so I had to teach myself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's scary. Like,
Obviously, good resources, but I had to teach myself.
yeah, and it's almost weird because like kids these days are almost in the same spot as like you just said for yourself. Like they rely on Google. What's the answer?
But
And
they're
pull
gonna
Google.
be smart because they're looking at stuff on. This is the thing that I try to say. It's a give or take. Like social media is good for them and it's bad. Or technology is good for them. Technology, not social media. Technology is good for them and it can be bad because it teaches them how to, do things and learn, and you have to read things and all of that. If you're looking at the right stuff,
right.
And you have to understand too, the way the world is transitioning is to technology. You can't keep it away. I see a lot of parents be like, "Oh, I gotta take this away from them." Like, nah, it's just about balancing.
It's about balancing.
But you gotta let them be on social media because be on technology because that is the new wave. You don't want to take them out of that to the point where, even though this is where it's turning to, that he's so far out of it that he's lost.
Right. And I think that balance too, and I'm with you on that. Yeah. I think, like, for example, read a physical book. I mean, there's studies that show if you read a physical book, it's hitting your brain different than if you take a tablet right here or whatever. So yeah, that balance is key. But you're right. Technology is something that's, I mean, it is what it is, the way of life right now.
Definitely agree with you with reading a book and writing on a piece of paper instead of doing it on,
on the thing.
Agree with you with all that.
So it's that balance right there for sure. Yeah. Well, B, we getting towards the end mark, man. Any last words? Anything you want to throw out? Any questions? Anything you want to throw, man?
Main thing I would like to throw out is to tell the people or the youth out there, it's just like, if you got a dream, man, chase it. Like, don't let other people's opinions drown out your inner voice. Believe in you. At first, people are not going to gravitate towards it. You might even feel confused on your dream that you're chasing.
Right.
But if you know that it's right in your heart, keep chasing it.
For sure.
And don't let nobody else tell you that it's not going to work because it's your vision. You just got to bring it to reality. What is it? What is a dream without reality? I mean, what is a vision without bringing it to reality? You know what I'm saying?
Someone said to me, B, and this stuck with me like gum on the bottom of my shoe. They said the one of the hells you'll go through is dying and seeing what you could have been. Could have been, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, man, that's real.
Man, that stuck with me, man.
For sure real.
That's
for sure real.
That's why these conversations are important. I mean, I know we're closing out, but having you on Garage Talks, having you in the safe space to just be you and talk, like, it makes people realize, because kind of like you said, those fans or people who feel like they know you so well, they see the social media. And hey, now they're going to see the substance to you. They're going to see, oh, he human just like me, but he chose to go after the best him. He chose to not give up.
Yeah. And being the best version of you is definitely not easy. It's hard. It's lonely. Man. It's for sure lonely. And one thing, another thing I want to say is, bro, I'm definitely happy to be on here more than anything, more than you probably having me on here. And the reason why I say that is because there's not a lot of people out here trying to have the right people, role models on this podcast or talking on podcasts about positive things that people need to hear. And that's why I was really gravitated. I already respect you, so I was going to pull up. But
thank you.
Just the stuff that you are preaching and trying to impute and trying to give knowledge is definitely not a lot of people are doing that.
They're not.
And I have to definitely commend you on it because what you're doing is definitely right and people are going to see you.
Thank you, G.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing for sure.
I promise we're not stopping. We just getting started. It's like you said, mental, spiritual, physical, financial, emotional. It's huge. And I mean, just as two young brothers, I mean, sometimes, let's be real, coming from the Black communities, it's Mental Health Month. We forget that we got that mentality. You got to lock in and treat yourself and have a cool circle. Right. People forget that, man. Right. We're having a counselor on here soon, and he gonna chop it up with me. But thank you, thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
Real recognizes real, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, we be out here living our lives, doing our things. We human just like you, world. But it's good to be in a safe spot and really have these conversations and having be here in a safe place in this domain is. It's an honor, man. Appreciate it's an honor having you, man.
Thank you for sure.
So, world,
definitely enjoying myself.
100%. You coming back soon?
Whenever you want to tap in. As long as I ain't out of town, I ain't got no show, you know I'm gonna pull up.
Hey, you know,
it's easy.
Hey, straight up, man. Easy. We got the third mic, so we might have to have three of us chopping it up. Maybe
we definitely got to The other homies, Woody and what's
Tevin.
Tevin.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a conversation, man. That'd be.
a good time.
Hey.
We'll have a good time. We'll be laughing.
And garage talks. Yeah, garage talks. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. That's we got this. And that's what else I tell people. You're gonna see some episodes where we're just BSing and having fun.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of life,
man. That's what it's all about. Working but having fun. If you ain't doing what you love, then what you doing?
Mm.
What you doing?
That's it right there. Well, world, I'm going to close it out at that right there. Bari Bandz came on here, blessed us on the set. Yet again, be the best possible version of you. We had a lot of great tools. Bari really gave some great gems today. So please listen in to this. You're going to hear some great gems from this young man right here.
You know it's my...
Hey, in Garage Talks, want to go ahead and say bless up to you and your family. Thank you for being here. Go ahead and hit that sub button with us. Bless up, y'all. We out.